Patricia Nash Rosina leather satchel. It is that large east-west structured satchel with those 3 organizational compartments. When you look at this bag, you've got jewelry quality hardware. You've got structure and organization. The bag stands on its own, as you can see. But for the very first time ever, I'm perfect, you'll see it on the red. For the very first time ever, what we're doing here is something new. We have never done the cut-out tooling. So not only do you see all of those beautiful textures of the tooling, the 3-dimensional design, but you see that each bag has some really great cutouts. Patricia's gonna tell you how she pulled those off, and each one of them has a metallic backing. So it adds even more pop, more dimension, makes you notice the hand tooling even more. This color here is the Papaya. We also have it available for you in that rich, beautiful tan. Take a look at the green, because if you are like me and you're trying new colors you've never tried before, you are looking to live, enjoy, and out loud. This one's called Foliage. So beautiful. This is my most limited, only 1,000 left for the day. I also have it available for you in that sun yellow. So golden, beautiful. This is one of the hottest colors in fashion right now. It's joyfully optimistic. We're really loving that. We also have the amethyst for my purple girls out there. Notice the amethyst is backed with that silver, so it just makes that pretty lavender purple pop. And then our #1 seller all day long has been the deep blue nature. It is absolutely exquisite with some of our favorite colors on the planet. You got the deep teals, you got those purple irises there, flowers. Oh, so pretty, the pops of yellow in there. It is absolutely gorgeous. 778190 is our finest value of the day. It is a one-day only offer. We took this from $229 price tag down to $149.99. That price, of course, goes away at midnight. But remember, everything's on sale. Everything's on 5 flex pay. So you are only paying the first $30. Any debit or credit card to go ahead and treat yourself to this beautiful bag. And it's that perfect sweet spot of size. It's not too large where it's cumbersome. It's not small. You're gonna be able to fit so much stuff, and we'll take you on a tour of the bag, but free shipping and handling, brand new and exclusive. It will be a treasure, a wearable piece of art you get to wear every day. So without further ado, if you're brand new to HSN, if you're brand new to Patricia Nash is an American designer. She has been designing gorgeous, exquisite handbags for, gosh, almost 3 decades. And she started her collection, or she started her career designing for some of the biggest designers on the planet. Her friend said, hey, how about you create your own brand? And well, the rest is history. We have fallen in love with all her pieces. They are unique, they are treasures, they get better over time. And you can trust you are buying the finest leathers at all times. So it is a treat to wear. Let's bring her in. Patricia Nash, I don't know how you do it, but every today's special you keep outdoing yourself. Every bag is prettier than the next. And today we've got that brand new cutout tooling, which is a new technique. So welcome in. Congratulations. It's beautiful.
Thank you, Leslie. It's nice to be on with you again. You know, I'm looking on my screen here. Obviously, I'm in my home in Knoxville, Tennessee, and I'm just looking at these beautiful colors. I've never done these colors before. I've never done a print with these kind of blues and greens and yellow and that lavender amethyst color in it. Never done it before. A foliage like this, or the amethyst. I mean, it turned out just beautiful. You know, we're all celebrating color like we've never have before. And we're stepping out. You know, you said it earlier even, Leslie, that you've been experimenting with color. And it's making us feel better. You know, we feel more peppier, we feel more alive, we feel a little bit more happier. So, you know, I love these colors in these bags, and they're so wearable with absolutely everything. And all this craftsmanship all rolled up to one with this beautiful floret, jewelry-like hardware on this bag. You're gonna love this bag. It's just perfect.
It really is. And so we're gonna take you on a little tour of this gorgeous bag. And so Patricia, you'll walk us through, but we have never done this. We have done tooled bags before, and I always talk about it looks like icing on a beautiful wedding cake, right? But we've never done those cutouts, and now they're even backed with metallics. And our girls, we love a little pop of sparkle. So walk me through the bag.
Sure. I mean, you see that floret twist lock fastener on it, it's great because it's so secure, but it's so easy to take on and off. And just look at the quality of it. I mean, it really is jewelry-like. It's screwed onto that tab. It's got a really strong, hefty base to it. So that's not going anywhere. And when you open up that bag, first of all the tooled ones are going to have matching lining. So you see that lavender amethyst lining in there. But you have that secure zip area, and then I love the 2 open pouches, one on each side, because we're always in our bag, right? In and out, maybe water bottle, maybe phone, maybe keys, maybe, whatever. It's nice to have it holding with one hand and just be able to grab whatever you want. In the center compartment, there's an additional 2 elastic pockets on one side, great for your cosmetics or your pens and such, or maybe it is your eyeglasses. And then on the other side is a great zip pocket all the way on that back wall.
And
then
go ahead.
And then on the very back of the bag, you have a pocket that's great for your phone or maybe your passport case that we have that matches all to the bags. So plenty of room right there. Look at that.
Yeah.
It's just a perfect bag.
And that's the thing. It's like, it's that perfect ladylike bag. It is that perfect size where it's not too tiny, because when you've got a bag that is really small, that's uncomfortable too. You're trying to get in there.
Right.
You can barely fit your hands in. But this one isn't, overwhelming. It's the perfect size. I love the size of those handles because, of course, you're getting those double-rolled handles in there, rope handles covered in that leather. So if you're wearing the big, bulky coats these days, you don't struggle to throw it over your shoulder. And there you go. You see how each one has that majestic tooling, all of the pops of metallic. Depending on the color you choose, you're going to get your pop of metallic. Organization is very important. I don't want a bottomless pit. So I like that you've got those different compartments. And remember, this one is new and exclusive. So while you can find some Patricia Nash bags at specialty boutiques, at high-end department stores, this bag was made for the HSN family, for the HSN fans. So 778190 is your item number. Let's do colors once again. The gorgeous, exquisite red you're seeing here, we're calling it Papaya, and it is absolutely beautiful. And notice how it's got that hardware there, and then you've got the pops of the silver in there. So Patricia, I would imagine that you specifically chose the metallic according to the color scheme, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I love that brushed nickel with that papaya red. But notice all the highs and lows on the front of that panel. That's all hand burnishing. So what they've done is they've just rubbed in color into that, like a stain, and then they've put a permanent finish over it. So it just really gives you that more depth and looks like that tooling that you might have found in your grandmother's closet on a bag that she's had for 50 years. All these bags, Leslie, are hand cut. This is a full hide, a full cow hide that's laid on a table, cut out like old-fashioned pattern, even the embossing of the logo. We burn the edges because it's hand cut. So
Right.
the leather has a little fraying to it. So we burned it just like they did decades and decades ago. So we were showing the burnishing there, and whether you're twisted rope or braiding, whatever the detailing is, this is all finished authentically, just like bags of leather were all those decades ago.
And there are those burnt edges. Those are all done by hand. There is not a thread that is out of place. Notice that you got the little feet on the bottom. So when you place this bag down on any surface, your leather, your bag is up and elevated and protected. So this guy here is your tan. It is rich. It is beautiful. Notice it's got the antiqued gold and the pops of the gold metallic. The foliage. I mean, this is something that you don't often see. And you know who you are at home, right? Maybe this is not for everybody. This is the most limited. So if this is one that stole your heart, like Patricia, my favorite color on the planet is green. I find that when I'm outdoors, when I'm taking my walks, it's just so soothing to me. It's so fresh.
Yes.
I know that you will love that foliage color. Now take a look at this one, because this is probably one of the hottest colors that we've seen this season in fashion, this sun yellow. That's exquisite, huh?
Yes, you know, that was really inspired by this fiery sunset. In the Bahamas, depending on the time of the year, when the sun sets, it becomes kind of orangey red. And it just is an absolute, it's like an event every day.
Oh,
And this
great.
was the inspiration of that color. And even the highs and lows on this set from the hand burnishing just make it that more special. But this is such a great neutral. You wouldn't think so, but it
Agreed.
is. You could just absolutely wear all these colors with anything.
Take a look at the Amethyst, because I know that we have a
I
lot of
know.
purple lovers out there. It is absolutely extraordinary. And I love that it is a color that will take us right into spring, right into Easter, right? I mean, it's absolutely exquisite, beautiful. And that is backed with that silver pop of metallic. And then the pièce de résistance, a lot of you have said yes today. The #1 seller all day has been that deep blue nature. My goodness. I mean, Patricia, it's got the deeps, the highs, the lows, the pops of joyful color. This is extraordinary.
You know, I just warms my heart when I'm watching it on TV, because this came the inspiration from, if you've ever experienced North Eleuthera, an island in the Bahamas, or look it up, it's called the Glassmere Bridge. And it's a bridge that's glass over this one-lane highway that goes through the whole island. And it's where the Caribbean Sea on one side and the Atlantic Ocean meet each other. And so you've got this deep, deep blue turquoise water coming with this blue-green light water, and they just kind of roar together. And then you've got the seaweed and all the other little things. It just inspired me so much that this was the color palette for this season.
Absolutely. It is so beautiful. And it also becomes a neutral, because you've got, you know, the greens, which we know are a neutral. It's got the pops of yellow. There are so many ways, so many things that you can wear to go ahead and incorporate this bag into all your collections. And you can be wearing this right now with a nice turtleneck, a beautiful overcoat, a blazer, right? But then in spring with your white jeans, right? Your beautiful button-down blouses, some J. King jewelry. This bag is extraordinary. Now, if you're wondering the measurements, 12 3/4 in length, 4.5 wide, about 8 1/4 high, and then those handles are 9.5 inches, okay? So here is your favorite. It's been the #1 seller all day, the deep blue nature, although I gotta tell you, that sunburst yellow is absolutely extraordinary. I wanna show you, because Patricia, sometimes it's hard to decipher how much stuff fits in this bag and how organized everything is. So that twist lock closure, nice and easy. You pop that open right in here. I mean, I've got my phone, I've got maybe my hand sanitizer or my hand cream. In the center, I mean, I got a water bottle down there. I've got the passport wallet. I got my sunglasses case, by the way. How chic is this? Of course, this is also part of the collection. You can buy that separately. Here's the water bottle. I've got a nail file in there. That's just the center compartment. I come on over here. Right, we kept that side empty, but I could put a small tablet in there if I needed to. And then I flip it over and I popped in you could pop in your smartphone, you can pop in your passport, whatever you need to do. So, you know, it is incredibly comfortable. It is incredibly roomy. And, you know, I just want to hear how you came up with the idea to do the cutouts, because it's certainly something that our customer, especially the girl that collects your bag, we've never seen that before. That's brand new. That's exciting.
Yeah, you know, I was just always in awe of tooling, whether it was on wood, whether it was, you know, on furniture, whether it was on leather saddles. And so when I started doing all this research and I found that bag in my mother's closet that she had had for 50 years, that had all that tooling in it, I really studied it and started collecting it. And when I noticed the dimension on it, I really wanted to show that off. So we started cutting out these areas. Of course, it's very tedious. It's all done by hand. And that's why we've never had it on a Today's Special, Leslie, and I'm not sure we'll be able to do it again at these kind of prices, because it ended up being very tedious. It took almost 4 months of production just to do these orders, just the handcrafting of that. And look at how it turned out. It just really shows it off. This design is a design that's about 40, 50 years old. This flower is very iconic, and we just made a pattern out of it, just really celebrating that skill and that art of tooling. And you might have someone in your family. You might remember your grandfather tooling, you know, on wood, or maybe that leather saddle that you had. So it's just a really old American, European craftsmanship. It's actually all over the world.
Yeah, it really is exquisite. And I know that you have such an appreciation for that old world craftsmanship, that love of vintage pieces, and you really translate it into a wearable piece for today's very busy woman. And so that's why your bags are irresistible. I do hope you get yours today. Everybody, if you're watching at home, just pick one. $30 is all you pay today to get it home. Treat yourself to something sweet and special, and you know that you're not buying a bag that's gonna go out of style in just a couple of months or by next year. This is something that's timeless, and that's why so many of us that have become fans of Patricia's work, we come back for another one, right? We first dip our toe into the water, maybe today when the prices are really low. It's a today's special, that's the lowest it gets. And you try something and then you get it home and you go through the process, because Patricia, just the way you package your bags, when you receive it, you do such a great job with that. The bag is immaculate. Every time I've gifted one, people are floored by it. It will be something that brings you great joy every time you wear it, and I promise you, you will get the compliments. So order yours today. Ooh, that papaya is so beautiful. On these dreary days, Patricia, to have one of these beautiful, bright colors, I mean, it's pure joy. It's a smile on your face.
It really is. And you know, you're just going to be so surprised how often people will comment on your bag. You might be walking into a building, into the grocery store, taking the kids to school, going to work, wherever you're going, and they'll go, wow, I love your bag. I remember my grandfather did that tooling. I remember my mother had that bag like that tooled. You know, was it a lot of people feel like it's a vintage bag when they run into you. They want to know how you got it, you know. So it is one of those crafts that are just lost, and bringing it back has been such a joy. And you'll feel so special every time you wear it.
It is wearable art. We like to say it is a treasure that you get to keep, you get to enjoy. And it is not something that you buy that's a work of art that you put on the wall and it does nothing for you. It is so utilitarian. It's got all the organization. I promise you, you will not open this bag and be like, oh, like I can't even get into this bag. You will love this bag because it does keep you organized, and it happens to be absolutely beautiful. Brand new technology, or brand new art, artfulness, craftsmanship is what we're doing here today with the cutout tooling. Choose your color today. Let's do that real quickly. Here's your papaya. It is very popular. Everybody's loving that pop of color. And in my humble opinion, and our HSN girl knows this, you know, that red, that beautiful warm color, it becomes a neutral. I mean, you could be wearing head to toe black. You could be wearing jeans or a denim shirt. You could be wearing head to toe white, right? I just love that red. So, you know, have a little fun today. Try something new. Here is your tan. And there you see Lauren showing that with a full-on winter coat, so you don't struggle putting this over your arm. Here's your tan. I do love the warmth of that tan, the richness of that tan. Notice the detail on all of that tooling, and notice that exquisite hardware with those grape leaves, the signature to Patricia Nash. We also have the foliage available for you, and that is just electric. Fewer than 1,000 remaining for the day. If you want this one, you know who you are. Might not be for everybody, but that electric, bright, fresh green is it's giving me life right now. Of course, we also have that sun yellow, which if you do follow fashion, I know a lot of us don't have time for that, but if you do follow fashion, this is one of the biggest colors heading into fall and winter, right, Patricia? So I love how bright and joyful that one is.
I do too. I mean, honestly, Leslie, all these colors You're going to be shocked what you can wear with. Everything. Denim, black, white, khaki, green. I mean, there really is not one in this group that I can't think of what would look weird with it. It's just going to look, but look at how it makes her her wardrobe pop. I mean, what she's wearing. It just tops it off. It's like you walk into a room and someone sees you carrying a handbag like that. They know you're special. They know you're someone who knows the difference. They know that your fashion is just, really bold and beautiful. So it's try a little color. Just try it. If you change your mind, as you say, Leslie, you can always return it.
Absolutely.
But you're just going to be shocked how much you love it.
And and there's something about color where maybe you don't feel confident wearing, a bright red lip, or a lot of us are in the face coverings now. Or maybe you don't feel confident, changing up your entire wardrobe and buying a color, a bright colored blouse or something like that. But this is how you try. This is how you dip your toe into the water. And I do love those pops of color that are unexpected, and even if you think it doesn't match, I love that there are no rules. The rules are there ain't no rules in the line, my favorite movie of all time, Grease. Anyway, the point is that you will love this bag. Not only is it beautiful on the outside, it is so smart on the inside. You're looking at your #1 seller right now. This is the Deep Blue Nature. If you want this one, please don't wait. Place your order, because we don't even know that the Deep Blue Nature will make the rest of the day. So a lot of you have been jumping in on this one, and it is fresh, and it is beautiful, and it is exhilarating. The colors are so perfect that you could be wearing this now in the winter, but then come spring and summer with all those bright, beautiful florals. I mean, it's just super exquisite, super beautiful, and look at all the different colors you could be wearing with it. So one day only value, new and exclusive from the one and only Patricia Nash. $30 gets it home. We took the price from $229 to $149.99. Remember, everything is on sale through Monday night. Everything's on 5 Flex. So I hope you treat yourself to something special today. It will give you a little bit of joy every day. And if you want to save a little bit of money today, also going away at tomorrow night at midnight, so Monday night, the $40 credit card coupon goes away. So if you want to save $40, sign up for the HSN credit card. If you get approved, you get to take $40 off your first purchase on your new credit card. So you'd be bringing this home for $109, which is like unheard of for a bag of this nature, with this detail, with this amount of hand tooling, and even all the hardware. Never happened for $109. Open the card, you get this home for $109.99. So 778-190 is our finest value of the day. And Patricia, there are very few things that we get to buy that every single time you wear it, it actually gets better with time, right? So you're known for the quality of your leathers, but tell us how these bags age, because for those of us for those people out there that have never bought a Patricia Nash handbag, I mean, you gotta understand, it'll actually get more beautiful and better with time.
Yes, I mean, think about it. This is a full grain leather. This is a cow hide that's finished. So first of all, when it's vegetable tanned, it's almost like it's organic, because the tannins used on this are vegetable-based products. So it only enhances the grain of the leather. So over time, you'll have areas that might be, a little shinier, some that are a little bit duller. You'll see the grain more. It starts to get softer the more you use it. Think about a baseball glove. Think about that leather saddle. Think about that old leather jacket that you love, that you wear, even though it's 20 years old and it looks a mess. That's what happens with these handbags. Just softer over time. They start to wear naturally. They're not synthetic. It's not artificial. There's not a plastic coating on it. This is authentic, vegetable tan, full grain leather.
It really is. And there it is. That's just part of the tooling and the process there. Remember that these bags are not on, a conveyor belt and not being stamped out and, just dished out, thousands and thousands at a time. These feel special. They have an energy to them because there is an artist making your bag for you. And quite often, I mean, they don't make thousands a day. Patricia, you can tell us a little bit more, but sometimes it takes, an entire day to make one bag.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it took us 4 months for this order. It took us 2 months just to make the leather. So, you know, when you think about that, that is quite amazing. And and that's why we can't offer these kind of items every day. That's why we can't do cutout tooling for every today's special. And, you know, honestly, Leslie, this price today is not going to be the price going forward. Things are changing out there, you know, and we all know that. You know, freight's more, just everything is increasing in price. So this is an amazing value, something that is really a good investment piece for years to come.
Yeah, and I gotta tell you, you know, I used to joke with my mom all the time because my mom would say, oh, don't use that good clothes, you know, that you should save that for a special occasion. And I think that what these past 2 years have taught us is that, you know, you need to use your stuff now. You need to use the good stuff now, right? Like we got today, right? So I do hope that you treat yourself to something special because this is money well spent. You will enjoy these bags for years to come. I want to show you the inside once again and just how much space you have. So as Patricia said, these are those leather covered rope handles, everything done by hand, those edges burnished by hand. So there is an artist, a person that's taken so much time, that's given so much love to your bag. Look how easy you're getting in and out of that bag, Patricia. And you know, even though it's a little twist lock, we still have the magnetic snaps, the zippers, right? So it's very secure.
Yeah. Yes, and I love these pouches on both the front and back side of the bag because that's where you could put your water bottle. That's where you could put your umbrella. That's where you could put those things that you need to grab quickly. And then keep that center zip area for your wallet, which any of our size wallets will fit in there. So if you've got a really large wallet, that's going to work in there. And then you could put the eyeglass case, and you could put your passport case that you see right there. You could put all those accessories inside there. You could put a cosmetic bag in there. And then you've got those pouches on both sides for whether it's your keys or not. I love these elastic pockets. I put my little readers in there. And I love the zip pocket on the back. What a great place maybe for your checkbook that we don't use that often, but we always wish we had it with us. And then you've got that very back pocket, which I always put my phone and keys back there because my phone is always ringing when I least expect it, and I don't like to go through my handbag. So I put my phone there. It's going to hold the largest of phones. I have a very large phone. And your keys. So you've got the convenience of getting in and out of it all day long.
I know. And Patricia, the truth is that we don't bring thousands and thousands and thousands like most today's specials because these are all handcrafted bags. If you want that deep blue, by the way, we only got about 1,000 and change remaining. So if you want that deep blue that you're seeing there on the lovely Lauren, all in her purple jumpsuit looking all fly, you gotta be in the ordering process. Of course, Ingrid is wearing the signature Patricia Nash cape, which by the way is back in stock. If you don't like wearing big heavy coats, if you want something that's nice and easy, you throw it over your shoulders, but you are looking regal, you are looking comfortable, you are warm, they are back in stock. And we'll give you the item number on that in just a little bit. But notice that Ingrid is wearing that lush, beautiful, fresh green. It's called Foliage. Of course, Lauren is wearing it in that #1 selling color, the deep blue nature. Don't forget, oh, and by the way, there's the item number for the cape. That is dual size, by the way, so it's nice and easy. You don't have to overthink your size. It's extra small, small, medium, large, extra large 1X or 2X, 3X, and all the colors are available. But don't overthink your size on that cape. Let's do colors once again. If you want this bag, I do hope you treat yourself today because the truth is that it is an investment piece. It is a piece that you enjoy for years to come. You get to, it becomes an heirloom because there's such great quality. Remember, bringing in those old world techniques, the craftsmanship, if you're sick and tired of bags being disposable, of the faux material starting to peel and crack, this is the real deal, okay? And the truth is, sadly, they just don't make bags like this anymore. We have them, they're ready to ship. It's a one-day only price. Here's your Papaya. We also have it available for you in the tan. Remember, first time ever doing this great tooling technique with the cutouts and backed by the metallic, which our girls love. I do too. I love a little bit of sparkle, and I love that you did it so tastefully. It's not loud, it's not garish, Patricia. Here's the foliage.
Right.
I mean, this thing makes my mouth water. It's like, I don't know, like a yummy Granny Smith apple. It's so fresh and beautiful. We also have, Kevin, you said 1,000? Fewer than 1,000 left. Here is your sun yellow. And you know why, right? Don't even overthink this thing. It becomes almost like a light camel. I mean, you will wear this all the time.
Right.
Very easy, like you said, to incorporate into our fashion. Here's your amethyst, which I know a lot of you are loving this beautiful color. It's just like a beautiful candy purple. Like it just, it makes me so happy, Patricia. And I love that you backed it in the silver.
Yeah, it's like a lavender field. It's just so inspiring.
It really is. And then there it is. You're looking at that deep blue nature, which has all those pretty brush strokes. Looks like somebody did an oil painting on your gorgeous bag. They're exquisite. Remember too that we've got matching pieces. So I know a lot of you like to get the matching wallet. Let's go straight into the wallet, by the way, because I know that Patricia